Jonathan Ingram here. In this tutorial we are going to learn how to create a circle menu using floating action buttons, just like you see here. So let's go ahead and begin. I am using a GitHub library that I will link in the description below. The first step is in your app.buildGradle file you have to add its dependency, which I've done here, and then don't forget to sync that when you're done. And this is all going to be created in Java, so there's no need for messing with the UI in this case. So let's go ahead and get started. So first you have to create an image view for your larger floating action button, and that's what I do here, and I've named it fab icon new. And then you set your icon for that said button. The old way was to call .getDrawable, but that's been deprecated, so we have to use this newer style here. So then, after we've created that, we create the I guess you can say we create the floating action button within Java, even though we're currently already working in Java, but I call it right lower button. And then we attach our UI to said button. And then we are setting our position to the bottom right. You can change it to the bottom left, and there are several other different positions, and you can see these in the actual library, and I will make sure that's linked in the description. So after that we create our menu items, and we do that by creating smaller floating action buttons. And I'm just calling the menu options 1 through 4, and you're using a builder and I just named it right lower sub builder. It's kind of a sub menu for your floating action button, and we have to attach icons to those miniature floating action buttons, and so that's what we're doing here in this block of code. Alright, and then we have to attach those buttons to our larger one, and we do that by calling this guy here. We are adding each menu item to our larger button, and we're calling all of this right lower menu. And this is where you would adjust your angle. Where the miniature menu options would fly out, this is where you would adjust that here. So if you were in the lower left, you would choose 360 degrees, and I had to find that out just through experimentation. And then you can override the state changes of the menu button, and really what they're doing here is they're just rotating the icons or adding a little animation there. And then to do something with your miniature menu items, you can set Onclick listeners for each item, just like you would a normal button. I just did menu option 1.set Onclick listener, and right now they're just displaying a toast. But if you wanted to say go to another activity, all you'd have to do is code kind of similar to this, create an intent. I just named it go to activity, and then you would pass it your application context and then the name of whatever the class is or activity that you're trying to go to, and then you just call start activity on that intent, and that will change it to whatever activity you chose it to. So this is how it currently behaves if you were to run the code, and the menu options go from left to right. So that's another thing to think about, and that is how you create a circle menu using floating action buttons in Android Studio. If you like what you see here, don't forget to like this video, and please subscribe to my channel, and thank you for your time.